Welcome back to the Student Sportscast. I'm Adam Cook. Andrew Schwenk will be joining in the booth very shortly, and he'll have our starting lineups. No national anthem for this second game, so we're just going to have some pregame talk, and then we're going to get right into this one. It's the Exeter Eagles and the Warwick Warriors in a very, very highly anticipated girls soccer matchup, a Berks and Lancaster Lebanon League interleague matchup. And here's Andrew. Welcome back to the booth, Andrew. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Up, Andrew. Let's turn your mic on. Andrew, how we doing?
We're doing great.
Ooh, we have a new lineup for Exeter. Whoa, this is not what I was expecting. Okay. This is a reveal to me as I'm. Okay, so I'm just looking through this. Where is the change? Okay, so Haley Myers will not be in the starting lineup. And it looks like they're playing 3 up front instead of the normal 2, which will be Liv Skipper. That is the only change I see, which is interesting because usually you'd see Murray up front or Haven up front. Haven's not starting. And Murray will probably be at midfield again. So that's going to be the look at Exeter's lineup, and of course we'll run down who's normally in. Juliana Albu in the net, Kenzie Metzer, Molly Gearing, Holly Skipper, Aubrey Ridge, Chase Flood, Marie Dolan, Maddie McAuliffe, and then you have a Liv Skipper, Lainey Bessemer, Cadence Putt. That's going to be their starting lineup. For the Warwick Warriors, it's going to be Mackenzie Shanklin, Stella Pfeiffer, Cameron Lobb, Kaylani Madara, Kyra Kramer. That's who you're looking out for. She had 3 goals against Exeter last year. She's very, very good. Emerson Snavely, Haley Sigley, Liliana Diltz, Juliana Immediato, Jessica Heavner, Corinne Miller. Warwick is coached by Wendell Hannaford. She has been at the helm since 2016, so 9 years and counting. She was the Section 1 Coach of the Year in the Lancaster Lebanon League in 22 and 2020. They're played out of Lancaster Lebanon Section 2 currently, so kind of like Exeter, they move from Section 1 and drop down. Now let's take a little bit of a look at Exeter. They have clinched Berks 2 with a win over Twin Valley last week. Now you see Conrad Weiser, they are second place in the division because they have a better league record than Twin Valley. Both of them will likely be making the Berks playoffs. Speaking of which, this is the bracket. Exeter would be hosting Fleetwood to start it off. Governor Mifflin and Twin Valley, that's the game you're looking out for. That's a really good one. And Schuylkill Valley, Wyo. Don't forget about that one, even though Wyo's the 7th seed. That's a good game, too.
Mm-hmm.
And then Wilson, Conrad Weiser as well. So a different look for this Eagles team today as they look to get revenge for their 5-1 loss to Warwick last season. Kenzie Metzer is the only scorer. That was in the 50th minute of the game. That was one of just 3 regular season losses, and all of them were on the road. They were undefeated at home last season. They took 4 losses, all of them being on the road. Actually, no, they took 1 loss here at home. Sorry, one of them was to Governor Mifflin. I forgot that Governor Mifflin regular season game was here in Riften. So, little correction on that. Warwick, they're hot. They're on a roll. 10-4 this season, 7-3 in the league. Now, they did not win Section 2 of the Lancaster Lebanon League only because Calico is just that good. District 3, 3A, Calico is undefeated. They are ranked first. So they've won 5 of 6, and that only loss during that span was to undefeated Calico. So they're coming off a 2-0 win against Solanco. And that was on Thursday. Now they have Exeter here on Saturday. They were supposed to be in a weeknight doubleheader with the boys earlier in the season on a Thursday, but that was moved, and this Warwick game, it made it another boys-girls doubleheader, except it's just not when they were looking to do it. We're going to take a little bit of a break. When the starting lineups are introduced, we're going to be right back. No national anthem, so a brief break. I'm Adam Cook alongside Andrew Schwenk. Don't go anywhere. 3:34 our time in Rifton. And we are about ready to get underway with the first kick of this highly anticipated matchup between one team from Berks and one from Lebanon. A rematch from last season. Eagles looking for their vengeance. They finally get to host the Warriors at home, and they look to stay undefeated. All right, so we just had a little talk with Matt Eschenauer, and he said that we were gonna have a chat with Liam Dolan, but he is not available, so it's gonna be his pick. We're gonna get a random selection, 10-minute marker. We're gonna have a guest commentator. We love to do this when we have a boys-girls doubleheader, and it's usually the boys that are playing second, and the girls that'll come in to commentate. But instead, it's the girls playing second. That's because of the scheduling move. This Fleetwood game was happening either way at 1:30, so they wanted to play after the boys' game. Maddie McCullough trying to get that header. Eagles with possession. They're wearing hot pink socks in support of breast cancer awareness. There's Chase Flood. Again, a different look up front. Here's Kenzie Menser coming on hard, defended by the Warriors. Menser, goal! That didn't take long at all, and Menser strikes again for the Eagles against Warwick.
Just like the boys' game against Fleetwood, Exeter wasting no time here to put one up on the board after that brilliant shot there from Menser.
Second minute of the game, and the Eagles are in business. Man, Menser's just so good. 27th goal of the season. She had 2 in their win against Twin Valley, as well as an assist. She's the all-time leading goal scorer, and we think she's all-time in assists, but not sure. We had a chat about that on Thursday when she came in for Slice of Sports with Jeff Nolan. Here's a nice little opportunity, and that finds the back of the net. It's exactly the same sequence we saw in the boys' game. Warwick strikes right back within the first couple of minutes. It's a 1-1 game.
Wow. Talk about parallel games here.
Talk about deja vu. I mean, what a nice free kick opportunity.
And that was a very well executed free kick there.
Absolutely. Just goes over the head of Albu, and Warwick equalizes it quickly.
Warwick goal, number 41, Bryn Miller.
Bryn Miller on the goal for the Warriors. Miller, a senior. Here comes another opportunity, and oh, Chase Flood just can't put that one in quite. Eagles trying to battle, trying to put one in, trying to put themselves back ahead after a stunner. Here comes Skipper. Skipper's playing midfield, so it is Dolan up front. So contrary to what we were saying earlier. Aubrey Ridge short left finds Maddie McCullough. McCullough up front. Chase Flood just doesn't have the space to get a shot off. Eagles will keep it with Ridge. And now taken away by the Warriors. That's Haley Sigley, the freshman. Kyra Kramer inside. Here comes a nice shot. Oh, boo. Can't stop it. Warwick leads.
Warwick coming in hot in this game. 2 goals. We're about 5 minutes to the game.
Wow. This is a battle. It is tug of war here. In the first 5 minutes of this game, Warwick now takes the lead despite being down 1 just a couple minutes ago.
Yeah, it's not only a battle, but it's a battle early in this game. Exeter coming into this game here, they're going to have to reconvene and plan out how they're going to attack from here. Warwick showing their muscles here.
Yeah, and it was the 25th minute of the game last year where Warwick struck first. And in the booth now, we have Landon Kemp. Landon, you want to get on now? Sure. All right. Landon, how's it going?
It's going well.
All right, nice little win against Fleetwood.
Yeah.
Hey, taking both games against a program like that's got to be pretty cool, right?
It's been a season. Definitely winning those games helped us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Helped us continue our way into counties, and surely we make a long run, deep run into there.
And that's absolutely big because now that win helps you. I mean, a loss would have definitely hurt you guys in terms of your district rating, which would have hurt not only your District 3 rating and then also your county seating. So to stay high with that, how big's that?
It's really big. We just got to keep pushing, keep going, and continue the way we're playing. We just need to stay composed with our defensive tactics and keep pushing as hard as we can. The effort needs to be there every time. And we just push and push and push each game.
All right. This game that we're watching now has been kind of similar to what we saw from you guys. You guys go up in the first minute. Then it's the opposing team that scores right afterwards. But unlike your game, it's Warwick that actually goes ahead. Now, Fleetwood wasn't able to. So after DeLillo scored that goal, what was the change and the Exeter's girls may not have right now after the adjustment?
I feel like they're just really not pushing that hard. The effort needs to be picked up, and it's just all around. Everything needs to be up and push hard and hard each time. Run through the ball every time. Just keep doing them.
Mm-hmm. Some guys on Fleetwood. Were there any guys not giving you trouble in terms of what, like giving you trouble, like they were putting up a nice fight against you guys?
Number 10, CJ,
Oh, yeah.
and number 22, Logan. I don't know their last names, but
Yep.
they were pushing up on us with me and Cody in the center back position. They were pushing up on us and definitely giving us a harder time. And that's just something we got to realize, and taking away our man marks. We just got to keep one marked at all time and have our midfield drop, definitely.
There's Menser, and it looks to be a foul called against the Eagles. It's going to be a free kick for Warwick. I mean, how big of a game is this for a team like Exeter? They're undefeated right now, and they have a team coming in with 10 wins as well. What do you expect from this game, Landon?
I expect a win from the Exeter side, even though they may be down 2-1 right now. It's early in the game. They still have a lot of time left, and they just got to push for the win and want to win.
The saying goes, defense wins championships. You guys have a strong defense, you being one of them. So do the girls. Talk about how that plays into winning games.
As long as they stay composed back there with their, I think, 3-back that they're running, as long as that they stay composed and keep the ball under control and just get everything out right away, they should be in a good position to keep winning games and continue their undefeated streak.
So we're in the 9th minute of this game. It goes back to Albu. Now forward again. Trips up a man. Taking that slip was Cameron Lobb, and whistle blown on that call. Landon, you got Conrad Weiser next. That's a test. What is expectations going into that one?
Our expectation is to just work hard, push. Hard work beats talent when talent fails to work hard, and that's just something we all have to realize and just keep pushing even though they might have some talented guys. It's nothing that we can't handle, especially our defense. Just has to realize the 2 guys they got up there, Owen and Abu Berry, we just have to realize man mark them and keep them under control, and we should have a chance to stay in the game and continue battling.
Big opportunity here for Flood, and it was a situation where Warwick just has to kick it off. I mean, that's the best you could do there if you're Warwick. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be Dolan taking the corner here. And, what's happening here? Saved! Warwick's defense just stuffs the netting, prevents anything from going in. And, they're turning defense into offense. Here comes Sigley up front, has a couple defenders on her, and the foul is called. Do you agree with that call?
Not really. I mean, it looked like she got all ball, and the ball went the opposite direction, so I wouldn't say it was a foul.
Okay. You're drawing up an attack for Warwick here. What's the game plan on this free kick?
I mean, get ahead on it, see if they can chip it in here. Maybe someone run off of it.
Miller with the free kick. It goes to Albu. A little trouble with it, but takes control. All right, Landon, I'll let you go now.
All right.
Appreciate you joining me in the booth. Good luck at Weiser, and congrats on the win against Fleetwood today.
Thank you.
Yep, thanks for coming in. Welcome back, Andrew Schwenk.
Glad to be back.
Here's an opportunity for Exeter, and it goes into the hands of Warwick. That is Mackenzie Shanklin, the sophomore. She had 8 saves in that game against Calico, and in their last one against Solanco, she had 55 saves on the season. Goes well up front for Liliana Diltz, the freshman, and Eagles will kick it out. Mia Pouts was a senior on last year's Warwick team, a big reason why Exeter couldn't score more than 1 goal, and a really incredible goalkeeper for the Warriors. Now, Shanklin's done a pretty good job as well. Throw and taken. Taking a kick on it is Liliana Diltz and Juliana Abu. No trouble with that one. A little bit of an update regarding Exeter Sports. They take the win in the county semi for girls tennis for the team tournament. They will be playing Wilson on Monday for the championship. That's going to be exciting.
Yeah, that's big for that team.
Yeah, absolutely. They were the county champs 2 years ago. They did not win it last year, but they look to reclaim their title against a really good Wilson team. We'll see what happens with that one. Eagles keeping it. Looks like we have an injury situation on the field. Here comes Chase Flood trying to cross it in. Deflected to the goalkeeper, and we're going to stop the clock as we have a situation on the field. We'll be right back on the Student Sportscast. And we're back following the injury timeout. Wishing the back. I'm not exactly sure that was. I didn't get a great look. I believe that was Haley Myers, and she was helped off the pitch by the athletic trainer. So wishing the best for her. Again, I'm not exactly sure who that was. Eagles with a chance to score. Maddie McAuliffe up front for Flood, and that ball's going to go far. And Warwick's going to keep it in. Not interested in that goal kick. Aubrey Ridge now takes it. Ridge over to Haven Bessemer. Few subs coming in for the Warriors. It's Sarah Hassania and Getse Reinfried. Warriors throwing it in. It's Bryn Miller. Miller up front. It's going to find Kane's putt. Skipper kicks it off. And here's Aubrey Ridge up front, trying to find Menser. Gets away from Menser. Stella Pfeiffer. And is going to get it back to their... No, the ball's going... Yeah, ball's going to go back to Shanklin. Kane's putt up front for Chase Flood. Chase Flood gets it past the man. Flood. Who's she going to find on the cross? Inside. Here comes for Haven Bessemer. Aubrey Ridge on the kick, and it finds Shanklin. No troubles for the Warriors on that one. Exeter's season will conclude on Wednesday at Conrad Weiser. Their final home game will be on Monday. That's senior night against Daniel Boone. We'll have that for you as we did the boys' senior night. But it'll be me announcing it. So what you'll hear from me on the live stream is exactly what the people will be hearing from the stadium. So very excited for that one. Still have to write up the script for that.
Man, you got some work to do.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Especially because there's, what, 9 seniors on Exeter? Yeah, 9.
Yeah. So you really got your workout set for you.
It is what it is. I have plenty of information to go off of. Ball goes to Shanklin, no worries. Now, as of like a couple days ago, it was Exeter. It was looking like Exeter was actually in line to play Warwick for a first round game in the district, but Exeter has moved up a spot or actually moved down a spot. They're 6th now in 4A, despite being undefeated. And Warwick plays the 5 seed, so that could set up a potential rematch if Exeter were to win this. Not sure exactly how Exeter's ratings would change if they did not come out with the win. Aubrey Ridge up front for Maddie McAuliffe, and it's beyond her reach. Again to Shanklin. Again, game 2 of 2. Boys coming off that 3-1 win against Fleetwood. Lainey Bessemer is going to send that over to her left. McAuliffe carrying down the sideline, far side. There's Marie Dolan, it looks like. Aubrey Ridge now finds Gearing. It was Gearing, Menser, Skipper, and Flood who came in to the studio on Thursday. After this, I'd highly recommend listening to the podcast version of the show. It was a good time at WEU. As Jeff Nolan would say, second floor of 4th and Court. Ball's going to go out on Caden's putt. It's going to be a sub coming in for the Warriors. So Warriors throw it in. Headed off by Sarah Hassania. And it's going to stay white ball. Gearing thought she had it. Miller with the throw. Goes off putt. Hassania's taking it up. And Skipper keeps it in and gives it back to her teammates. Ridge to Bessemer. And it's going to be cut off. Flood, defended by Mediato. Maddie McCullough now trying to find some space in the midfield. What is she able to do? And Warwick takes it off. There's Albu on the kick. Albu has coming into today, she had 56 saves and 7 goals allowed. Now she's allowed 9 goals. Exeter has outscored opponents 87-9.
That's astonishing.
Talk about dominance, man.
Yeah.
Here's a nice ball up for Flood. It's going a little far from her, and she's going to keep it in. Flood with a nice chance. Out of the hands of Shanklin. And good defense played by the Warriors as we hit the 20-minute mark of this game. A few subs coming in for both teams. I mean, talking about a dominant stretch where the girls in 5 days, from the 17th through the 22nd of September, they outscore opponents 26-0.
Whew.
It was against Reading, Palmyra, and Muhlenberg, the latter two of which were played here at Don Thomas. Exeter ball and throwing. And now it's going to be a white throw-in. Throwing it in is Kailani Madara, the freshman, member of Lancaster Inferno. Finds Bessemer. Back out to Madara. A struggle in the midfield is going to give possession to Kramer. Up front and far for Hartman. Unlike the boys' game, though, Hartman is not playing for Exeter. That is Addie Hartman with a goal in the season, a senior. Carrying it, Emerson Snavely, and taken away. Backed for the Warriors. And now back to the Eagles. There's McCullough up front for Kenzie Menser. Nice ball up front for Flood. Flood is going to have it taken away from her by Mackenzie Shanklin. And you got to wonder, when someone like Shanklin comes in I feel like she has to be better because she had someone like Mia Pouts in front of her doing a great job in the net during the seasons prior. Now she steps up, and she's probably learned a thing or two from Mia, and she's been doing a great job today, wouldn't you say, Andrew?
Yeah, I mean, her and the rest of Warwick, defense and offense, have been playing pretty well against this Exeter team today.
Yeah, I mean, possession-wise, it's been pretty even.
Mm-hmm.
Ball's kicked out. It's going to be a throw-in for the Warriors. Yeah, I think if Exeter wants to remain competitive in this one and try even this up, they're going to have to, play very hard down the stretch. Any opportunity like this on the throw-in, you can't let them score. And they don't. It's going to be a goal kick. Ball goes out of bounds and back to Warwick. The possession goes as well. Here comes Holly Skipper, the ball. She's one of the best defenders in Berks County for the girls' league, if not the best. But that kick goes a little far to the Warwick bench and throwing it in the Warriors. Clock will stop. Not exactly sure what they're taking a look at. We're going to take a brief timeout. When we resume, the clock will continue. And we are back. Just 15 minutes and change to go in this first half. Eagles battling to stay undefeated. This has been perhaps their greatest test of the season so far.
Yeah, Warwick coming out here really hot here in the first couple minutes of the game, putting 2 goals on, and we haven't really seen much action in terms of goal scoring since. So Exeter, like an eagle, they have to claw their way back up here if they're going to want to make something happen.
Love the analogy, Andrew.
That's what I do.
It's going to be Exeter ball on the foul. It's a free kick coming in. Taken by Skipper. Warwick deals with it handedly, but it's going to go out to Haven Bessemer. Now to putt. Believe that's Paige Claudefelter in for Exeter. She made her way in at some point. So a goal kick for Warwick. Yeah, it's Paige Claudefelter into the game. Believe she's listed as a forward and midfielder. She's playing midfield right now. Warwick ball on the deflection. Yeah, Paige has 2 goals and 3 assists this season. She's a sophomore. She's a nice asset for the Eagles, and I think going forward, when this group of seniors graduate, she's going to be a really, really nice option. But she's getting some playing time here in this one. That kick goes far. It's looking to trickle out of bounds, and yes, it will. Goal kick for Albu. You saw Exeter go down 2-1 earlier in this season in the game to Governor Mifflin. You also saw it in the game against Boyertown. They didn't go down 2-1, but they worked down. Those were the two games that they did not hold the lead first. Actually, no. Excuse me. In the Mifflin game, they did lead. Then Governor Mifflin comes back to lead 2-1. Those were the two games that Exeter was down at some point and came back to win. In the Penn Manor game, that was just a tie for the Eagles. That's the one non-victory on their schedule. In that game against Mifflin, it was about a minute after the Mustangs have the go-ahead goal that Mentor scores the equalizer on a penalty kick. And then late in the game, in overtime, it was double overtime. It was Chase Flood giving the Eagles the win, sealing it over their divisional rivals. I've talked to a couple of the girls on about who is the greatest threat to them right now, and Governor Mifflin has played them the hardest this year, and it would not be surprising if they were a great test in what would probably be the county semi.
Yeah, they're a tough team this year. I believe they got the upper hand against Wilson earlier in the season too.
Yes, Wilson they beat 4-1. That was a dominant performance. They take a 4-0 lead, and then Wilson does chip on one. But there was no doubt about it that Exeter was going to win that game. Well, it was a test. It was not a given that they would win that game. But when they score 3, and they just keep piling on, it's like, yeah, this Exeter team's very good. And they're just they're outpowering this Wilson team. That was in West Lawn last week.
Yeah, it'll be a pretty good match.
Actually, I
if
guess
they
it
do
would
cross paths.
I guess it would technically be this week still.
Yeah, that would be a really good.
Oh, big hit comes off of Warwick's defender, Juliana Immediato, the freshman. She seems pretty unfazed because she's walking it off like a champ, and Exeter with a corner kick opportunity here, taken by Murray Dolan. We've seen Dolan score on a corner before. Can she do it again? Exeter trying to flee one in. What's going to happen? That goes well off the goal, and it's going to be in for a goal kick once again. About 10 minutes remaining here in the first half of this game. So even though the timing was different, this is played out in terms of who scored, in what succession, the same as the Mifflin game. I'm not sure if either of us want to stay for double overtime. And I've never seen a day game go into overtime. So that would feel a little weird because usually you picture overtime and it's like, oh, the lights are on. Oh, it's high pressure. But no, that would just be a normal Saturday game going into overtime. We'll see if that happens. Very well could.
Hey, it's been a long day for both of us.
Yeah.
Not saying that we would hate to see a double overtime thriller today.
I don't want to. Speak for yourself, Schwenk. I'm not trying to stay for double overtime.
I mean, if they want to fight for this if Exeter or Warwick, whoever is tying this game up, wants to fight for their victory, I'd love to see that. But I've been at this school for like 8 hours today with
you had SATs.
SATs in the morning, so
yes. Warwick playing really hard defense, not hard as in physical, but good defense on Menser. Has 3 on her and ball goes out of bounds. Menser just not able to give it off to her partner in crime, Flood.
Yeah, Exeter's really good at their offense here, especially with Flood and Menser. But Warwick's been able to, have the antidote towards that pair there, and they've been blocking Exeter's offensive strikes here for the majority of this first half. They've been locked down on defense. And that's really kind of acted as insurance for them.
And I think we go back. What do you need to score a goal? You need an opening. How do you get an opening? You get space. Just not allowing any, and that's great
Nope.
for defense.
They've been
That's great
pushing
for
hard,
defense.
breaking up plays. It's exactly what you see what you want to see from a top-notch team like Warwick.
Cross comes in, broken up by the Warriors, and ball's going to go far back, headed off by Putt. Gearing controls with the touch. Ridge coming on, and Warwick is going to kick that right off. Bryn Miller sent that one out of play. On the throw-in, it's going to be Kara Miller, who is into this game. Miller's got some decent playing time this season. She's a junior. Has a goal and 4 assists. That goal was scored at Reading. Aubrey Ridge trying to send that one in, and it looks like the foul is called late on Aubrey, and it's going to be a free kick. Skipper again will take this free kick opportunity. Again, Warwick leads by 1. Little update on that Brewers-Cubs game. Brewers lead 9-1. And that ball just goes a little far. Stays out of bounds somehow, or stays in bounds somehow, but officials do rule it out, finally. Look, it feels like that did go out of bounds, right? But yeah, it did. Andrew, I can't tell you how excited I am for tonight. We got T-minus 2 hours until Red October's back.
It's a great time. Yeah, honestly, to have the Phillies be back in the postseason, have Red October be back. Honestly, it's my favorite time of year. I gotta be honest. You know, the leaves are changing, the weather's getting cooler, we got some baseball playoffs going on, the NFL's up and running. It's a great stretch of sports right now.
So Warwick throws it in. There's Miller again getting some action. Kicked out by the Eagles and Ridge. Hey, we got Blue October here, though. Exeter soccer is... I don't think we've ever had Exeter soccer better than we have it right now.
It is definitely a great year to be an Exeter soccer fan.
Both teams in serious contention for the county title. You have Exeter, the boys as the 2 seed, presumptively. Again, could change. Of course, also change with a challenge by Wilson. We'll see what happens there. And then you have the girls, just the best team in Berks County right now. They're undefeated. But look, Warwick's trying to throw a wrench in that. Ball goes out for Kara Miller on the right side. Inside for Flood. Flood's going to kick it in. It's a weak roller into the hands of Shanklin. No concerns for the Warriors. Time is 4:15 in Rifton. 4 minutes to go in this first half. Holly Skipper defends this opportunity by Liliana Dilt. And Maddie McAuliffe swinging around trying to get possession, and she's unsuccessful. Ball goes out to Cameron Lobb. Lobb to her left. Finds Bryn Miller. Miller takes it up. Nice ball up front for Diltz, and Eagles just forced to kick it out. And this is the most pressure that Exeter has seen probably since that Governor Mifflin game.
Yeah, Warwick putting on some pressure. See how Exeter's defense
Their only
takes
real
care of this.
Yeah, the really only close contest at home was against Boyertown. That was one of the first of the season.
I believe that was away.
No, Boyertown was here.
It was?
Boyertown was here. We just weren't there.
Ah.
Yeah, because we chose to do the Fleetwood game instead, where Exeter they showed it to the Tigers. I'll say that. It
That was a pretty close game.
10-0 the score. Warwick just denying any opportunities for Exeter to even get close and take a shot on the net. I mean, this is really impressive for what I'm seeing. We did have that close one against Conrad Weiser, though. Closer than it probably could have been. Foul was called against the Eagles. It's going to be a Warwick ball. It's going to go against Putt. Putt, of course, has had a lot of action today being a defender. She's a junior, also plays basketball. Her father's a coach. Her brother plays in the boys' team. And she was named Divisional All-Star last season. Again, this Exeter lineup, it has changed quite a bit throughout the season. And that's just what happens. You got to adapt. But as for, compared to last season, there's really not that much change. Skipper's just taking this one up. Gives it to Flood to her right. Kicking out of bounds is Miller. Eagles with a corner kick opportunity with less than a minute and 30 remaining. They're trying to equalize it going into halftime. Of course, it'll be Dolan taking the corner. She's good at them. Will her teammates be open to try and put it in is the question. This is a really nice opportunity, but it's headed off by Warwick instead. Big kick comes in, and that goes well beyond the goal. It's going to be a goal kick for the Warriors. Just denying any opportunity to even get a shot off.
Yeah, Warwick's defense has been playing beautifully throughout the game here.
30 seconds remaining in the half. It looks to be a 1-goal margin heading into the half for Warwick, but anything can change in 20 seconds. Warwick. They're battling in the middle third of the field. It is McCullough who loses control. Over out left. Near side is Dilt. Battling with Bessemer. Bessemer gets the touch on it as the horn blows. And it's a 2-1 lead for Warwick over Exeter. Really playing hard and stopping Exeter outside of that one goal, of course. And Warwick showing Exeter what kind of a team that they are. We got 10 minutes until the second half starts. And we have a great game on our hands. Don't go anywhere. I'm Adam Cook alongside Andrew Schwenk. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Back here at Don Thomas Stadium, play in the second half is just about to get underway. It's the Warwick Warriors leading Exeter by 1. It's a 2-1 game. And an exciting second half coming in, 40 more minutes to play. Andrew, what is Exeter going to need to change in this one to win this?
So what I've noticed here in the first half is that Warwick has played brilliantly on defense. They've been able to break up Exeter's chances here. They've been able to break up Exeter's line of defense, as in terms of offense, like passing game and connections. So I think Exeter needs to completely rethink how they're going to approach Warwick's defense here if they want to start putting up some shots on goal here.
Absolutely. I'm really impressed with how Warwick has been playing. Exeter needs to get something going. They're playing, looks to be, it looks to be a normal 3-4-3. Yeah, so Exeter's coming out, and they need to get on the board here. Coach Milt Scholl and co., they are not trying to take the first loss of the season with playoffs coming up very, very shortly. I mean, talk about that, Andrew. When you're rolling in the playoffs, you need to be hot.
Yeah, exactly. And for Exeter to take the L in this game would be very hurtful for them.
Obviously, it doesn't hurt much in terms of the counties. They're going to be first They're going to be first regardless, most likely, unless somehow Schuylkill Valley were to overtake them. But district power rankings, that hurts them because they're only one of a couple undefeated teams. And as some of the other undefeated teams might be taking their first loss, they don't want to be one of them as well to take a loss. They want to only rise from here, not fall any bit.
No, they don't either. And
I mean, this is big for Warwick, too.
yeah. And both teams here have been playing fantastically for most of this game.
Again, we're wishing the best for Haley Myers, who came down with that injury. Uh-oh. A goal to put Warwick up by one more. That was quick to open the second half. It was a long kick into the right corner of the net, right past Albu, and Warwick continues laying on.
Yeah, and that was a beautiful shot there from Warwick. Happened really quick there. That puts Warwick up with some insurance here, starting here in the second half.
I mean, the coverage on her, a little lacking from Exeter, and they capitalize.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're this Exeter team, the alarm bells, huge red flags here for this Exeter team.
Now that was Kyra Kramer. That's a goal for her today, and we've been talking about how dangerous she is. She came into this one with 4 goals and 3 assists, and she had that hat trick against Exeter as a freshman last season. Exeter, now the alarm bells they're starting to go off a little bit. You still have a whole second half to play, but now this is a much harder game to come back.
Yeah, it's a much different game too. Exeter now, they're clawing even more here to equalize this.
Here comes a nice kick, and it just goes a little far, trying to sink that in the top corner of the net or find someone. Instead, it goes into Warwick and out of bounds for a goal kick, Warriors. The clock's going to stop. Well, yeah, it is no longer stopped. So 37:47 to play. This is the most goals that Exeter has allowed in a given game this season. And it's not particular. I mean, it is kind of close. That Mifflin game, they scored 2. Warwick's last win by a margin of last time they scored 3 in a game was on the 27th, so 2 weeks back against Garden Spot. Unfazed by the big loss to Calico, because they've been playing an arguably even better Exeter team very hard. It's a nice throw-in. Here goes Kira Kramer. Kramer over the head of Sigley far. It's going to be thrown for the Eagles. Blue gets the header off, but Warwick able to take possession. Evener gets it past the man, and looks like there might be another injury on the field. Oh, not quite. McCullough took a fall, and she takes a second to get up, but she does, and she's back in action. Nice ball inside, and pass is good. Kick comes in, Albu, no trouble. And the Eagles, as they need to, keep it a 2-goal game. Cannot let it become 3. I mean, that is kind of a death sentence at this stage.
Yeah, that would be devastating for Warwick to put up another goal here against Exeter.
But that's exactly what they're trying to do, because that gives them so much more insurance. That completely changes this game. I mean, that third goal completely changed the game as well, but a third or a fourth would be pretty nuts. Here comes an opening, and Kehlani Madara is not able to capitalize on it. Ball goes a little far, contested by both teams. Dilt's battling. Now it's out to Snavely, and Albu catches it and sits on it. Ball up front, and Exeter's just not able to make much out of it. Actually, here's a nice little touch by Flood, and over to Menser, unsuccessful. It's Stella Pfeiffer kicking it away and then out. Eagles will throw it in on the left third of the field. Entering will be Haven Bessemer. Bessemer comes in for Maddie McCullough, who was a little shaken up on the previous play. Warwick with a nice kick over and not quite out. The Eagles are the ones to kick it out, and it's going to be a Warwick ball. Andrew, a funny little thing we saw at half. UCLA has taken their first lead of the entire season. Last FBS team to not have a lead for a single second, and it's over Penn State.
It's a little surprising.
Last time I checked, they lead 10-7 over the Nittany Lions.
I was expecting Penn State to be a little bit better than that this year, but
Yeah, it is what
hey,
it is.
I guess the Bruins are putting up a good game.
There's Liv Skipper in the midfield. Over to Bessemer. Now out to Ridge. Who's Ridge going to find with this pass? And she finds Cameron Lobb, who's going to give it out far side. And tripped up a couple of players, and it's going to go against Ridge and the Eagles for a free kick awarded to the Warriors on the foul. Big free kick. It's a good one, but it's kind of right to Albu, and she doesn't have too much trouble with that one. The junior keeper sends it off. Headed off by the Warriors. Menser with the touch on it. Dolan trying to get to it is unsuccessful. Far side is Miller. Gearing now has it. Gearing takes it away. It's exactly what she needs to do as midfielder. In her role as midfielder, because a midfielder is just so much different stuff going on there. Chase Flood just struggles to control this one. Few subs coming in. McAuliffe is back into the game for Exeter. 2 subs coming in for the Warriors. And we got half an hour for Exeter to try and claw back to victory.
Exeter's got time here. We've seen in other games that once Exeter, gets one goal up, they can get on a roll here. And, we'll be seeing if that will happen in this game. But
I mean, you look within the first couple of minutes of this game, and it's like Exeter scores first. They score quickly in the second minute from Kenzie, and you think, wow, Exeter's looking real great today. And then just a couple minutes later, it's like, whoa, Warwick's leading. And Exeter may actually not be playing their best game today.
I think that goal from Warwick was sort of a shock to Exeter. At least in these games, they're not used to having such a quick clapback from another team.
They're not used to playing down.
Nope.
Now, they have twice this season, and they won both of those games. But to a team that's 10-4, like Warwick is, that's tough.
It is tough. Yeah.
They haven't. I don't think they have been down to a team that is as defensively sound as Warwick. Chase trying to give it up to McCullough, finds a swarm of Warriors. The Warriors battle, but it's ultimately going to go to Exeter. McCullough takes a tumble. Some unhappy fans here at Exeter on the call. Throwing it is Liv Skipper in. Olivia traveling by to Flood. Now back to Skipper. Off the chest of Menser and out to Shanklin, the goalie. Look, it's another opportunity for the Eagles, and another opportunity where they're not able to score it.
If Exeter wants to claw their way back in this game.
And here's a nice ball, and it is hit right out of bounds by Exeter before they can do anything with it. But Kira Kramer, really nice opening before it's just kicked well far out the other side. And again, they're just shooing it out before Warwick can take a shot on it. So now Exeter has been playing a little bit of better defense, but can their offense make up for some early struggles?
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say before that shot on goal from Warwick. Exeter has been playing pretty up on offense here, but they just haven't been able to connect and to execute. And ultimately, that's what they need to do in the second half so they can claw their way back up here and make this a little bit more competitive game.
McAuliffe carries up for Menser, gets the touch, but it's unsuccessful to flood. It's going to be Shanklin controlling. And it's just a battle. Who's going to take possession here in the midfield? And ultimately, a lot of the time, the game is won in the midfield. It's important. Like, who's able to take some of these possessions away? It's going to be the Eagles with the throw-in. .25 to go. A sixth of the time has dwindled since we last said Exeter has time. So do they anymore, Andrew? I mean, what are we looking at as we've seen another 5 minutes go by since we've last mentioned it?
Exeter's a pretty explosive team. If they could get a goal up, I can expect them to maybe rally back and get some later goals here. But all they got to do is get better on their executions here. They gotta put it in the back of the net. And if they're able to do that, then this could be a more competitive game, and it would be realistic for them maybe to come back with the win here. But Warwick, again, been playing excellent defense against this Exeter team. They've been breaking them up. They've been denying them room. So, I mean, if Exeter's able to overcome that, then yeah, maybe this could be a more competitive game. But the way it's looking now with Warwick absolutely pressuring on defense,
and
it's looking a little slim.
They're turning some defense into offense. Hassana takes it away from Skipper, and now Warwick's threatening. Thrown by Midara. Up front for Kramer. And Albu takes control. Touch by Hassan at first, but Gearing takes control. Both wear number 4. Maddie McAuliffe, big pass to her right, broken up. She chases for this one, but it's going to be Cam Bach controlling. Bach battles with Paige Claudefelter here. Claudefelter into the game. To her right, there's Bessemer. Bessemer hits it far. It's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be Warwick's throw-in. Clodfelter up front. Page drops it back. Menser, big kick, wide left. It's going to be a goal kick. Again, just a lack of execution on some of these plays from Exeter.
Yeah, and they're being denied space to do that too.
Exactly.
You know, this Exeter team relies a lot on that space to, you know, allow these connections such as Flood passing to Menser or, you know, Dolan with her corners. But, you know, this pressure from Warwick.
Yep.
Warwick has really kept them from having that space to make those plays.
Yeah, so Murray Dolan comes back in for the Eagles, and her look is going to be a little bit different. It looks like she's playing maybe a little defensively. We saw her on attack earlier, but Murray will be shifted. It does make sense. To have the more and more options you have on offense, get them on the field. I mean, that's why you have Paige in. Paige has been good at making plays all season. She hasn't gotten the most middens, but we've seen her in the middens that she has. She's able to get, you know, something started for Exeter, and that's what they need. They need someone who can do that. Of course, you have Skipper in still, but even Skipper, she scored a couple of headers this season. Used to play striker. I don't know if there's a position that Holly hasn't played.
Yeah, she's a really well-rounded player. She played goalie.
Yeah, at one point.
Wow.
Yeah, she played goalie at one point. Not for Exeter, just in her entire soccer career. She has played striker for Exeter before.
Yeah, just a really well-rounded player.
Yeah, and it looks like to Skipper's right, Lainey Bessemer remains in this game. They still need some strong defensive options if they want to hold Warwick off. But, I mean, the main focus, of course, is just scoring. You have 20 minutes left. You're Exeter. You're not trying to take your first loss here.
Yeah, and time's ticking. I mean, if there's a chance for Exeter to do anything, that chance is right now, I would say.
Let's see what they do with it. Not much, because Warwick back to the midfield. Skipper up front, kicks it, pass goes out of bounds on the deflection from Exeter, and it's going to be a Warwick ball. Oh my goodness, Andrew. UCLA leads 24-7.
Oh my goodness.
Brenton's in the box with us. Your Yankees are losing by 2. And the Brewers lead Chicago by the score of 9-3 in the middle of the 8th. Another update on one of our Exeter teams, well, more of just an Exeter athlete. That is going to be Julia Weiser. She plays second at districts today, so nice effort by her. Of course, she won the counties about a week or 2 back at Golden Oaks. That's 2 weeks back now. Warwick's just, any opportunity that Exeter may get, you just send it. It wastes time and denies Exeter any opportunity. Here's Murray Dolan. And it comes inside, but not really for anyone. It's to be Shanklin sitting on it for a little bit. Takes her time getting up. Some other college football scores. 7-7 Vandy in Alabama. Wisconsin loses to Michigan 24-10. For anyone who has chosen to watch soccer on this beautiful Saturday instead of college football, we thank you. We thank you for the support to the Student Sportscast. Florida leading number 9 Texas 19-7. That's a big upset. Well, a little bit of an upset. Let's see if there's anything else. Unsurprisingly, Oklahoma leads Kent State by 10. Notre Dame losing to Boise State by 1, 6-7. Virginia Louisville tied 14-14. And Georgia beats Kentucky 35-14. Andrew, remember we were talking about Stone Saunders before the game?
Yes.
Out of the mid-bend?
Yeah.
Yep, that is his team. They took the loss to the Bulldogs today. Cole spinning around, trying to get something open, and there's the foul called. So a free kick opportunity comes as Maddie gets tripped, and Menser with the free kick.
Yeah.
This would be great to sink if you're Exeter.
Yeah. If I,
Menser ups to, oh! What a save! Shanklin takes it off the face. I mean, there was a man right up there on Menser's kick to try and put that in, but Shanklin just eats it.
Shanklin putting your face on the line like Scott Sterling in those old.
And there's Shanklin again falling on it. The corner is denied, and Warwick's defense has just been working
Yeah.
like a dog.
Like those old YouTube videos I used to watch.
Oh, Andrew,
With
what?
Scott Sterling.
Who was the channel behind that?
Studio C.
Studio C.
Studio C.
Yes. Those were great.
Yeah,
back in the
just like, yeah. But putting her face on the line to deny Exeter their lifeline here.
day. 15 to go. The clock is pressuring Exeter more than anything else right now. Most of the game, it's been Warwick's defense and, of course, offense as well, since they put up 3. But now their greatest enemy is that winding clock. And now it's gonna wind down a little bit more with these subs coming in. Entering for Warwick. That's Kramer re-entering. Had that third goal to really change this game. Foul is called on the whistle. It's against Warwick, and Exeter ball here. Another free kick opportunity. It's going to be a little bit further back into the right side than it was for Menser. It's going to be about 50 yards out of the net. It's at the 40-yard line for football, and then you also have to count for the end zone. Not going to take it far, but this kick goes far and unsuccessful in finding Murray Dolan. But it's going to be good for a corner. You have Skipper located right there. She could easily head one in. Corner is coming in. Exeter with the kick just right of the net. Shanklin took a little dive for it, but not sure if it was needed. Regardless, Warwick still has their lead significantly by 2. Header by McCullough. It's a nice one. Chasing it down Menser, unsuccessful. Goal kick is good for Warwick. Taken now. Again to McCullough. And out of bounds on McCullough. 12 to go. Warwick just needs to play hard defense and hold out to take a massive, massive victory. There's Bessemer kicking it out to her right near side. It's going to be a throw-in for the Warriors. Out of bounds on the Warriors, and another goal kick for the Eagles. A few subs coming in for both teams. It looks to be Ridge re-entering for the Eagles. Has spent a little bit off the pitch for Exeter, and now she's back in. Miller throws it in. Sarah Hassania battling for it to her left, tries and find a man. McCullough defending. Now Miller sends it off again to her left far. It's going to be Liliana Diltz, and ball's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be an Eagles throw in again. 10:40 left. Time is really ticking now.
Yeah.
McCullough up front, broken up. It's going to be good for the Eagles' possession, but it wastes valuable time that the Eagles so desperately need. McCullough up front, nice ball for Chase Flood, but Shanklin has just been playing hard all night, or all day, should I say. It's not night. It's pretty clearly not night.
It's getting towards the evening now, I'd say.
It's 5:02. We
Just
have
about.
2 hours until the sun sets. Oh, we have an hour till the Phillies play.
Yeah.
Andrew, I'm so hyped. Andrew, I'm so excited I could run through a brick wall right now.
Please don't do that.
I think the adrenaline alone would power me through it. That'd keep me alive. We're kicking it inside. Headed off by Snavely. Here's a nice little opportunity, and it's through the goalpost.
Was that through the goalpost, or was that in between?
Well, it's the same thing, Andrew.
No, like in between the goalpost and the goal. Like the football goalpost and the
No, through the
soccer.
goalpost means like through the uprights.
Yeah, I know that.
I'm not saying whether it went through the between the crossbar and the goalpost.
Yeah.
Did
yeah,
you think it did?
it looked close to that? Yeah.
Whatever it was, it's Exeter ball, or it was Exeter ball, and it looks like we're gonna have a stoppage of the clock. Yellow card issued to Warwick's bench. They're having a word over there. So that's what the stoppage was for. Coach Hannaford is having a serious talk with one of the officials here.
Can't imagine he's happy about that call.
That's a woman.
Oh. My apologies. She's.
Wait, I think. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Ah, yes.
Did you go down to get their roster, Andrew?
I don't think I didn't see her down there when I went down.
Okay. You're off the hook this time, bud. 8:47 to go. It's Miller versus McCullough. Ball goes up front on the kick by Dolan, and it's going to be Shanklin not able to quite take control. And instead, it's going to be Exeter ball. A nice opportunity here with Shanklin a little drawn out of the net, a little flustered. But she has time to regroup, so does Warwick. And unfortunately for Exeter, this is not the time to score. And that's a big hit on Aubrey Ridge. Oh! Angel, look at these clouds. Can we pan up? Can we pan up? Wait, let's pan up to these clouds. I want to see the clouds, Andrew. The cloud coverage. Beautiful clouds.
Oh,
right?
yeah, look at that.
That's what I'll say.
Awesome.
Andrew, what kind of clouds are those?
Those are like serious clouds. Those are, I don't know how to pronounce it. Cirrus clouds? Cirrus clouds?
Oh, yeah, like C-I.
Cirrus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big Earth and Space Science guy.
Mr. Keebler taught me a lot. I got to
There
say
you
that.
go. 7 minutes remaining and change. It's going to be Exeter on the throw-in. Now, of course, even if Exeter is not able to equalize it in 7 minutes, which would be significantly hard, there's Shanklin taking control on Ridge's kick. It is going to be hard to equalize this one, if not impossible. They have time to bounce back. There's Boone on Monday, then Weiser on Wednesday. For Warwick, just up is Monday, J.P. McCaskey before they'll head off to Lancaster 11 in playoffs. Frankly, I don't know how the LL playoffs work. It took me long enough to realize how the BCIAA works. And Warwick denying any opportunity, as we've said all day. Pass up front intended for Kramer is unsuccessful, and here's a nice opportunity. Kramer's still available, but taking the kick is unsuccessful for Albu. Albu takes it away. That was a really nice shot.
Yeah, it was. Warwick trying to add
Yeah, that was taken
a
by
fourth here.
that was taken by Cameron Lobb and put a nice one on it. Not successful. Tripped up on the play and leading to the foul. 5 left. Eagles with the free kick. Looks to be Skipper taking it. She's got the best leg out of anyone on the team. Trying to break through. And unsuccessfully, the Eagles could not get there. So I believe opportunity for the Warriors, but Albu takes it in. Thankfully does not bobble it because, I mean, that goes loose and dribbles in. Warwick immediately ices the game on that. Not quite done. We got 4 left.
Exeter's, it's overtime here for Exeter. They're scrambling. They're trying to muster just a little bit of energy here in these final minutes of the game to try to get something going.
Here's Bessemer subbing in for Skipper. About 3 subs in for Warwick. Actually, I do want to say they have Skipper playing up, which is certainly a different situation. That is not what they normally do. This has been the most unique strategy I've seen from Milt Scholl this season. Usually it's pretty standard. Usually you just have the normal starting lineup, and then you have Haven Bessemer and Juliana Nerney come in at some point, and then maybe Liv Skipper, but just completely different outlook in this game. You have Skipper up front rotating. You have Claude in for a while. You have Skipper starting. McAuliffe inside for Flood. It's going to go right of the net, and Flood wanted that, man. And it's going to apparently out on Warwick. So Exeter's going to have to rush and scramble on the little mistake by everyone to go and kick that corner. Heading it, unsuccessful. Bessemer tries to get it inside. Big kick by Lainey Bessemer. It's off. That's the quickest corner that I've ever seen. The clock did stop on that. So it's going to add about 10 seconds to what we had originally. It's going to be 2:23 left. And that may have been the last, really good opportunity for Exeter in this one.
Yeah, time's running out, man. There's nothing much Exeter can do at this time unless they
Ridge to Flood. Flood, it's right into the hands of Shanklin. Under 2 minutes remaining.
Yeah, as I was saying, unless they tap into the energy they had at the beginning of this game and put in 2 goals here right before this game ends, it's looking a little dire, I would say. Game isn't over, obviously, but the way effort is Warwick's been playing. My goodness, Andrew.
Hey, they're kind of near each other.
They're kind
I
of
don't
near
blame
each other,
you. I
yeah.
don't blame you. It's like Ephrata, Calico, Warwick, as we said in the first stream. They're all kind of there. And we got a minute left with a throw in for Warwick. This game looks to be sealed.
I would say so, yeah. Definitely not what Exeter wants to see here going into the playoffs.
Yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough. Again, they have time to regroup. This has probably been their best opponent so far, and just not quite able to handle it here at home.
Yeah. But I got to say, there's a lot to learn from a team like Warwick and playing against a team like that.
Yeah, and they've had a lot of different looks in terms of their lineup, their formation today. What Milt Scholl decides is going to be best going forward for different scenarios. They've seen so many different looks in this one today, and I think that could ultimately help them going into the playoffs. They have 2 teams that are, not great within Berks County coming up. So, and with 1 second left and clock hits 0, horn blares, and the Warwick Warriors upset the Exeter Eagles on their home turf and take a really nice victory for the 2nd straight year by the score of 3-1. That's going to do it for the game. We're going to have some post-game coverage coming up for both matchups, and we will see you in just a couple minutes. Don't go anywhere. It's the Student Sportscast by Adam Cook Journalism. It's a great game in PIAA District 3 girls soccer. It is the Warwick Warriors coming into Exeter and taking the win by the score of 3-1. Kenzie Menser scored first in the second minute for Exeter, and it was Warwick scoring the other three. I mean, they equalized it within a minute. Then just a couple minutes later, they go ahead, and then Kramer, kind of the nail in the coffin with that third. All the goals were scored in the first half, and it's the first loss of the season for a very, very talented Exeter squad who's going into counties as the 1 seed soon. They're likely going to drop in district rankings, probably not enough to put them under Schuylkill Valley for the 1 seed, but this one hurts. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, this one definitely stung for the Exeter squad. Look, Exeter's a great team. They're good from front to back, but I don't think they're used to having a team clap back at them this fast. Warwick. That's the third time I made that.
Number 3.
Third time I made that mistake.
It's okay.
They were able to come in quickly against this team, put not just 1 but 2 goals up. And Exeter, they're just not used to playing behind that quickly and having to respond that quickly. The Exeter team we've been seeing throughout this year, they've put up 1, 2, 3, whatever many goals in the first half, and they were able to play strong on defense in the second half and close out their games. With that approach, Exeter just wasn't able to tackle a team like Warwick, who was able to lock them down on offense and also lock them down on defense.
Mm-hmm.
So I really think Exeter's mindset and the way Exeter's been playing these games, they just weren't ready to play a team as competitive as Warwick.
Warwick went 12-4-2 last season and beat Exeter, who was 16-4. This season, Warwick, coming into this one 10-4, beats undefeated Exeter. So it's just a pesky team that for some reason Exeter has just not been able to handle for 2 years straight. And that's going to be the final. 3-1 again. The Warriors take home the victory. We'll have the girls on Monday as they try to bounce back against Daniel Boone. We'll have that starting around a little before 7 with senior night coverage. Andrew won't be here. I'll have the senior night ceremony announcements, so be on the lookout for that. Not sure we'll be calling color yet. We'll see. So we hope to see you then. Thank you for listening to this Student Sportscast doubleheader. It's the Exeter boys and girls. Boys take the 3-1 win. Girls take the 3-1 loss. I'm Adam Cook alongside Andrew Schwenk. We'll see you next time.